What's something small is a key word that will instantly ruin your entire day?
Something small.
I feel like the universal one is stubbing your toe.
I was going to say a flat tire on your shoe.
Oh, dude. Belt on a door handle.
Oh, that's the ultimate.
Or a belt loop, yeah.
A dresser drawer or something.
Yeah,
I was going to say mascara on your eyelid after you did your eyeshadow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll kill myself.
When you're getting ready and you're just in your socks and you step on something wet.
Oh, dude.
I want to scream.
And then you want to kill your entire household because why did somebody just drop water and be like, eh?
Bro, and it's the worst when you're the culprit because you live alone.
Yes. Well, I don't live alone, but I'm very much the culprit all the time.
Yeah. Who be putting those doorknobs everywhere, bro?
There's a lot of doorknobs in this house.
The doorknobs that are like this? Who invented those?
Oh,
the pilgrims?
Those ones?
Yeah, the Puritans, so they could punish themselves.
The Amish.
Getting. Why does?
I mean, they are manual, maybe.
Getting like a rock in your shoe. That's another one.
You could just take your shoe off, though, dude.
Not when you have feet that look like mine. I'm just kidding. They're perfect.
You should put in a little clip of like a little geisha foot.
Or the Chinese bound foot.
Yeah.
That's such a crazy thing. Well, okay. No, they ended that practice. That's crazy, right? And now. But is that not crazy, those bound feet? Like, what a sad misogynistic practice.
Yeah, and then the neck thing too, right? The rings.
That's not Chinese.
Oh, that's like African, though. That's not Asian.
Well, I mean, are we staying Asian specific?
Well, I'm the guest.
Okay.
It's
If you want to make it all about Asia.
Then y'all are fucked up.
All right.
Who invented those doorknobs?
Let's talk some
The
Asia
Asians.
this.
I feel like Asian doors slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're made out of fucking rice paper.
Mm-hmm. And you put away your bed in the morning.
But they have little tables that warm you up underneath them. That's pretty cool. They warm up your feet that are wet from stepping on the water that you
didn't clean up because you're not Asian and you're a trash person.
They wear sandals.
In the shower and stuff.
They do.
And they also bathe before a bath.
Yeah, I do that.
I do too.
Yeah, because why are you going to sit in your own stew? That's crazy.
Yeah. And if I don't shower before, I'll shower after.
Mhm.
I don't like baths.
Yeah.
I think they're disgusting.
Yeah. It's just for body pains and relaxation.
I hate those things.
And crying.
And then you also have to wash your whole bath before you bathe.
Yeah,
so
well,
why?
we do. Y'all don't.
Who's y'all?
Women. So you don't get a beast inspection.
You just shower however it is.
True.
No, I go.
Are you bathe?
In your booty hole?
I go after my girlfriend.
And that's the only way she'll touch me. Is through
That's the closest I'll get.
the soup that's left, the consomme after the bath.
I like to count the rings after we drain it. Kill me.
That's disgusting. No, I know. I do like a bath, but I just don't have it in me to wipe down the whole bath before I relax.
Decide that shit.
Yeah, you got the resources.
Yeah.
But then I'll think about the cancer that's left over in the bathtub. And then also my building is so old that I think about the decades that people have been soaking in that shit. And
That's
I'm
true.
not
That's
trying
true.
to do that.
Yeah.
So what about hotels though? You're definitely not bathing in those?
No, you know what? In hotels, I try to put it put it for my mind, and I'll bathe in them. But so many hotels don't have bathtubs anymore.
Yeah, you gotta pay a little bit more for that.
You gotta get the ambulatory room.
That's crazy. But even those will just have a wheel-in section.
You know what
Is
I've
that what
realized?
ambulatory means?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just threw that out.
That was a solid
That
word.
was sick.
I don't know it, but I'm gonna pretend like I did.
But I respect
it's so wrong. It just means
But
ambulance.
this podcast.
It just means ambulance.
Ambulance.
No, maybe. No, I think it is. Because when we went to Hawaii, that trip that I saw you on,
That's the one.
That's weird.
They had to like move. They were like, "Oh, your TV or something doesn't work in the room we were gonna put you in. We have to put you in the ambulatory room." I was like, "Is the ambulance here?"
And that was the wheel-in
No, but
shower?
everything was really low. I was like, "It's because we're Asian, dude."
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of people in Hawaii are Asian. I would have been like, looks normal to me.
It's perfect.
Have you guys seen that old, like, it must be like a Vine or something that's like, oh, Black Betty, and he's like, ambulance.
Oh, Black Betty, ambulance.
Do you know where that came from? Or the video? It was the guy getting like beat up on the bus. It was this.
All right.
Okay. No, but it's great. It was kind of deserved, but yeah. He couldn't say ambulance, so it's ambulance. And whoa, Black Betty, ambulance.
Why did he get beat up?
He was like fucking with this older guy, like this old guy that was just minding his own business.
Wasn't he an older guy?
I don't know, but he was definitely the aggressor, and he got in his face, and the guy was like, "Get the fuck away from me."
Do you fact check your Vines?
I still have Vine. I'm the only one
He's
left.
looking up the Wikipedia after.
Yeah, I saved them all to a hard drive. Every Vine in existence. You just give me like 3-4 days and I'll find it.
Vine was so
Vine
good.
was the jam, dude. I miss Vine. I mean, I use TikTok, whatever, but
What's the Vine that you guys still quote?
I don't know.
I always say, good night.
Oh.
Remember the little girl that's like, I gotta take a nap here.
Yeah.
Like you could tell she just got rocked by a wave and she hates life.
You must make me drop my croissant.
I don't remember that one. Oh, you know what? When I do say a lot, when my cats are fighting, I'll be like, Sharkeisha, no! Remember, Sharkeisha just knocks that bitch in the head, and then people edited a shark like eating the girl.
Was that where the I love you and I miss you? And then it's like a race car driving down the road.
Old shitty Honda. I just wanted to call you.
That and it goes.
Or it's a whale. Dude, how embarrassing was
How
that?
long were those, too? They were
7 seconds.
7?
7 seconds, and people made gold.
Yeah.
I remember there was one that was like me when I show up to anybody's pool and they get out of the car and they're doing this, like a cannonball move the entire way.
Oh.
It shows them going through a whole apartment complex. And they laugh.
Where it's like clips of
Or
them
when
in the
somebody
air.
invites me to swim, yeah, and it looks like they're just like, dude, somebody took the time to do that through an entire complex. I love that.
I often think about trying one of those out, but it sounds like a lot of work. And I'm not in the best
You're
shape.
thinking about trying Vine out now.
Try-
10 years
Vine.
later.
Just check it out.
I got some bad news for you.
Were you talking about trying a cannonball out?
Doing
In
the
his
thing,
bathtub with the rings?
the ring club with the club.
Weren't we talking about what ruins your day?
Yeah. Do we all have ADHD? And maybe something else? Because the texture.
Maybe a tism.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What was that? How did we get there?
I don't know, dude. That was so
This feels
fast.
so much better than the first time though, because the first time I was so nervous, and then I was like, okay,
Were you?
I already. Oh yeah,
And her dog shit on our floor.
yeah, dude. And then Sanai, like I went
Oh,
to go.
baby.
And then
Yeah,
Sanai did.
Yeah, and then I went to go put her shit in the toilet to flush it, and I came back in here, Sanai was gagging.
Oh yeah. She be doing that.
Oh my god, Charlie always does that, dude. I can't bring that bitch in. She's just like her mama for real.
I feel like shitting on dicks. I feel like that's a dominance move, probably.
It is. It totally. Yeah. Well,
Is it? Do we know that to be true?
it's true. They're
Well,
like they're marking.
I don't shit my pants for dominance. I'll tell you that right now. I shit my pants because I can't help it.
He shits his pants for fun, dude.
Yeah.
He loves it. Well, he loves shit and hates his pants. So it just
Time
It's
for
a
some new
mess.
pants.
he uses Maticide wipes as regular wipes.
Ew, dude.
My
Okay.
ring's all inflamed.
Gross. All right, so let's bring in the episode then.
Okay.
Thea,
Tahia.
Hi,
is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, right.
Thea,
Tahia.
not Tahia. Tahine.
That's a hard one.
Thea has been on before, and we will put in the. Can you do one of these? And we'll put in what episode it was. We don't remember. Yeah,
There
thank
it
you.
is.
Thank you. There it is. Yes. it's been over a year now.
It has.
It has.
Yeah,
so
dude.
what
happened?
What happened?
No.
Okay, wait.
No, so what the fuck?
Literally.
So our first question is what the fuck and what gives you the right? No. Wait, remind them, how long have you been tattooing?
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Let me put
17 or
some
18
booty in it.
years? Somewhere around there.
Okay. And you specialize in neo.
Mm.
Everybody knows that. Large scale, preferably.
Yeah, which is killing me right now.
Why? Because you're back?
Send them to me then.
No, because
You'll figure it out.
because everyone wants small stuff because everybody's broke.
I know.
Oh, I see.
And then, but that's how I draw though. Like it's not that I won't do small stuff or small flash. I'm just like, I'll start with something
inspiration
small,
strikes,
and then I'm
big.
like, it just keeps growing and bigger. And then before I know it, I'm like, this is a
Is
whole.
that the ADD?
No, well,
I've seen that happen before to people where they're like,
no,
just
it's
focused
true.
in, and then it just grows,
And
grows,
then,
grows, grows.
oops, now I'm pulling out seven different liners for.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I like to put so many different lines and little, like I'm like a slut for details. You know?
We love those lines, don't you?
do.
A slut for me.
How darth thou?
So, I don't know, 80 years. She's neo tattooer. This is
80
Thea.
years.
This is Thea. This is Thea.
Let's hear it for
Welcome
Thea.
back.
The one who was born at a young age.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Is this our first catch-up
Yeah.
episode besides Frank? Because Frank's been on, but it wasn't a year anniversary.
Yeah, that's the first roundabout.
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 Yeah, so I used to work at Olive Garden. I ran that shit like the army. I had all the pins, remember?
Yeah, and then you shat on our dreams and told us that the breadsticks were frozen.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm
My
mad
dog
again.
shat.
Fuck,
It's all
I'm
coming-
mad again.
It's all coming back, dude, and I'm upset.
I
I'm like
know.
sweaty now. Fuck.
He's sweaty because he has a sweatshirt on in California.
Yeah, that's
spring.
crazy.
Anyway, so tell us what's been up with you in the last year.
Oh my God.
I can tell you something really quick that she's been up to.
What?
When she was here the last time, she was talking about how great she is at all these military games and shooting all these guns on a video game. Now she's doing it in person.
Oh my God, don't say that. She's target practicing.
Shooting anybody in person, dude.
No,
That's
just
crazy.
shooting. Just shooting.
And now she's all up in these
She's
schools.
a person and she's shooting is what I meant to say.
My face just got so hot, dude. I feel like my face is on fire right now. She was doing it online and now she's doing it in real.
I'm scared too. We didn't even check her bag.
Oh, it's not in the bag, baby girl.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the. I'm like, do you not have 3 legs? It's an AK and 130.
She wasn't bending one leg the whole time.
Dude, I came in hobbling.
Work injury. Don't fuck with me.
Work injury. We have the same job.
Anyway, so you've been up to what now?
So much, dude. I don't even know where to start. I got divorced.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's good, right? I feel like it's always good.
It's always for the better, right?
It's always for the better.
Otherwise, you
That's
wouldn't
true.
do it.
It was for the better. It was very traumatic and very difficult and very unexpected. Well, one last.
You tried to thug it out. You tried to thug it out.
I tried to thug it out and then it thugged me out.
Well,
You know?
it fucking thugged me out hard, dude.
Turns out that iced tea is the equivalent of a divorce.
Yeah, dude. Done for real.
That's good, though.
Yeah.
How do you feel now? I mean, you said that you're on your own now. You got a new life.
I do have a new life, dude. My new life fucking rocks, bro.
Dude, I see your stories. You're just fucking killing it.
Fortnite.
Dude, you're killing it, dude, in your gamer tag score, right?
I don't even game anymore.
I don't know. I'm
You don't
making shit
game
up.
anymore?
No.
She doesn't need to.
I don't need to.
Oh,
I'm doing
good, she
it in
does.
real
She's
life.
happy.
Oh,
Right. Oh, because
No
she
need
could
for an
feel
escape.
feelings.
you're so right, though, dude.
Yeah.
Is that true? You don't teabag men?
Not online. Not.
Not online.
She coin purses them.
Yeah, dude.
That was an emotional outlet. She's like, I'm stuck and I feel like I must teabag men on Fortnite.
Call of Duty, girl. I'm 5.
Oh. Oh, is that for babies?
It's for babies.
Tell me. Oh, now I know. Now I'm gonna tell
Call of Duty's is for the big dogs.
Not for the faint of heart.
It's not, dude.
So
anyway,
you're not.
That's where you get the real pussy.
So basically,
That's where you teabag bitches, not me.
Fortnite?
No, Call of Duty.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I've been doing that shit in real life now. What else?
What else?
So you've been shooting a lot. We see
I
that.
have. Yeah. It's
You know, I've never shot a gun.
that's gonna change.
I would love for that to change. I've told so many guys that, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take you here. We're gonna take you there."
Do you know that I am like
and then I say, "You can't fuck me," and they're like, "We ain't taking you nowhere, you dumb bitch." So I would love that if you could take.
Yeah, I don't fuck anybody.
But I'm not fucking you.
Maybe.
I feel like I am and strive to be and would like to become the shepherd for women who love guns.
Hell yeah.
There's a reason. I have to be really cryptic about the way I say this. There is a reason that now specifically I really care about guns and self-defense.
Okay.
Yikes.
So,
But I agree.
holla.
So let me tell you mine, and I'm not going to be cryptic. My thing is no interest in guns. Don't really give a shit about them. But let's pretend I get schmid-mapped.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's
And you
pretend
have a beast inspection.
that too. And then imagine homeboy's asleep. Obviously it's a guy. And then
I
I
know where you're
happen
going
to
with
come
this. I know.
across an unmanned
Firearm.
schmarm. And that's my one chance. I need to know what the fuck I'm doing with it,
That's
right?
literally what I tell people. I'm like, even if you never want to own a gun, check it out. Y'all ever played The Last of Us?
No.
Me neither. So what I was going to say...
Me neither, because I'm busy getting
Very much
bitches.
unrelated.
What I was going to say is, yeah, you never know when you're going to be in a situation like that. And you're like, okay, you're not going to just pick it up and shoot it if you don't know how to check if there's anything in there, if you don't know how to turn a safety off, if you don't know how to aim, if you don't know what you're doing. You should at least know how to handle one safely.
The only thing I know how to do is turn off a safety and cock it, but I don't know that that's to be true on all firearms. I don't know. I've never actually shot one, so I don't know how to aim. And don't kidnap me after saying all of this, but I need to know right now. So we should probably do this before this airs, and that's next
I should have brought
week.
them, dude.
You should have.
Fuck, why didn't you tell me?
No, I would have been like Jonah Hill on Remember on This Is the End. I'm like, bang, 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 bang.
Have you seen the video of the guy at it's like a Bass Pro Shop where he gets the gun
and he's like, get on the ground, get the fuck down.
What?
Yeah.
But
he's
off
just
to the
looking
side.
he's just looking at it, but he's like being stupid. And the guy's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing? You can't do
That-
that in here.
That's
I-
crazy,
I
because I'd be
understand.
afraid that somebody would freak out and
Yeah.
then be like, boom.
I understand how stupid and irresponsible it is to do that.
But
But-
LOL.
But on the funny, comedic Instagram side, I thought it was kind of hilarious.
I was gonna say something about that, and then I forgot.
We're talking about being kidnapped, schmid-mapped.
In regards to shooting,
And if people don't want to own a
and
gun.
you want to
Oh
be
yeah, you
the-
should still know how to use one. The other thing too,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
is like I really don't want it to be that's like a conservative thing, because that's for everybody.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, there has been an explosion of, I guess, leftists will say, owning schmuns. But what is one to do? What is one to do? We have to. The world is ending.
Might as well look sick as fuck while it's ending, dude.
It's all decked out.
It's for real.
No ammo, just posing. One in the chamber. Oops. Oops. Bad move.
I will take you.
We, yeah, I
You
would
should
like
take the
that.
class. I have a class on April 12th.
You
That
have a
you- that you
class?
teach?
I'm not an instructor yet. I would like to be eventually in the next year or two.
Can we do a vlog there?
Do I feel
I'll
like
ask
a
him.
girl?
I don't see why not.
Or
But,
when
so
you're
it's-
the instructor, when you're big
Oh,
dog,
when I'm yeah, hell yeah.
Woof, woof.
I'm gonna be like, hey, come on this side.
come to the winning side.
Yeah.
They do get a bad rap because of the whole right wing, left wing, whatever. But as long as there's checks in place, then it should not be like that. Like, it should be like, I think we do deserve to own them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think even if you don't want to have a gun, you should at least, like, pepper spray that's not enough. You should have your hands on a buy one, get one free special at all times. You should always have
the
it.
buy one, get one free special.
Buy one, get one free.
Oh.
All the zingers.
You should probably put like one of those, when you like there's a chihuahua at the park and there's hawks can come get it and they got the spikes. You gotta get one of those for you.
I got a little martial art in me, but I still am very light,
It's partial arts. You're not all the way there.
Exactly. Well, you're not either, bud.
No way.
So
that's why I got this gun.
You just shoot it
Just
off.
fire.
You guys remember back in the day, like, how you would just feel bored sometimes? Like, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to watch, there's nothing to listen to. Well, when was the last time you fucking felt like that, right? So people are now challenging themselves for 30 minutes a day to just let themselves be bored. Like, you let your mind wander. You let yourself sit with the boredom. You let yourself sit with the uncomfortableness. You don't get on your phone. You don't do a chore. You don't listen to music. You don't listen to a podcast. You just be.
And what are the benefits of this therapy?
I don't know. But can you imagine? Like, I mean, I guess the benefits would be sitting with your thoughts, right? Because that is a good
I sit with my
practice.
thoughts no matter what I'm doing. Do you have anxiety? Do you?
Yeah. Like, I can't multitask in the way that is productive, but I do multitask in the way that I can do something and be like 1,000-yard stare, like, oh my God, that
like
embarrassing
tattooing
thing
and
I
you're
did.
looking at the wall.
Everybody
You're
hates me.
outside the line.
Yeah.
Have you ever been tattooing and then your customer talks and then you're like, I forgot somebody was here.
I'm sure I have. Yeah. The worst though is like when they drop their phone and they reach for it.
Oh, without saying.
You want to make a public announcement?
I mean,
Dip
it's a
into your
reflex. I
ink
get it. It's a reflex, but still, it's like now you have that's freestyle. Because people will be like, you ever freestyle tattoos? Like freeze them? I'm like, if you move.
Yeah, because now you got to leave.
Yeah.
For...
When you do Neo, though, cover whatever up with leaves, dude.
Yeah.
They'll be like, this is a cassette tape. I'll be like, throw a fucking leaf on that bitch.
She didn't even want to do Neo. You guys just won't stop moving.
No, I love it when they're laying and they have their phone up and then they drop it on their face.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, it's 2026. Get a fucking pop socket.
Yeah. Yeah,
Don't look at
no.
my phone.
That is the fucking worst. Pop it in your butt.
Okay.
Pop it in your socket.
I'll sock them and bop it.
But I feel like there are those people that, and maybe they don't even have a lot of tattoos, but they like know the rhythm. Like, you go to dip, they pull their phone out, and then they hold it, and then you go to grab your spray bottle or something, and then they're like, cool, now I can shoot off this text, and like you're totally in this rhythm. And then there's people that don't fucking get it at all. You start a line and then they're like, oh, I gotta scratch my head or something.
I'm like, if you don't care, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I could not care with you.
Yeah. I mean, just kidding. That's for legal reasons. That was a joke.
Not for me.
Imagine I felt that way.
That would be insane, dude.
I have told people, and James acts like I fucking beat my clients, but I've told people before, like, okay, you have one more time to move and I'm going to stop warning you, and whatever happens, happens.
That's fair.
Like,
that's fair.
Because
sometimes
at that
I just
point,
don't say anything. I'm like,
and sometimes it's like, you're putting me at risk, and if I poke myself because of you,
yeah.
now we all got AIDS. Me or you. You figure it out.
It's a two-way street, baby girl.
I mean, we're all eventually going to get it.
Now we're blood
so it's fine.
brothers. Now we all got to take prep.
I couldn't do 30 minutes a day of boredom. That like actually sounds nice.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. See, you don't have ADHD.
Yeah. Well, I looked
Good
at
recall.
the vibes over there.
Do Did you ever, you remember cable stations that would have the TV guide channel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just sit there and watch it scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll.
And you accidentally look away when it was about to get to your network. You're like, I want to see what's on Comedy Central right now. And then like you look away and you're like, I
gotta wait another 20
now we're on
minutes.
58. Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, dude. What about the TV guides? You remember those?
Like a physical
mini
TV guide?
articles with what's coming up that week. I miss the 90s, you guys.
I do too. Remember looking in the newspaper for the movie times?
Yes. Or calling.
Mm-hmm.
Or calling, same thing, space out. God damn it, now I have to press the number to start over.
That reminds me. Do you guys, speaking of military stuff, do you guys know the phonetic alphabet?
No. I only know what some of them are.
What's that?
Foxtrot.
Like,
oh, no, I be making shit up.
I also be making shit up. Let me tell you the story about this time I had to call the fucking DMV. And she was like, what's your VIN number?
This bitch.
And I was like, okay. I will say from a year ago to now, my anxiety has gotten so much better. Because I
great.
like only have to worry about
Congratulations.
myself now. Yeah. Thank you. Blessed. And that kind of stuff, it's like crazy. The stuff that used to like set me off. Like I have to call someone right now and ask for anything. I would be, dude, it felt like getting drafted. That shit was crazy.
This is at what point in your life?
The
last
worst.
5 years.
The last, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Like gnarly, like agoraphobic, like bad. So in this time frame, I had to call the DMV to, I don't know, renew something. And she was like, okay, what's your VIN number? And I didn't know the phonetic alphabet was like a thing. I was like,
There's correct and incorrect.
that it's like that. Yeah. Okay. I was like, is A as in apple, B as in banana, C as in coconuts, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was like, Z as in zebra, X as in Xanax. And then I said, dude, I saw the next number or the next letter and I was like, I started panicking. I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to say right now. I was like, V as in vagina. And the lady on the phone, dude, I could hear her take the phone away from her mouth and I could hear her fucking laughing so hard. And she was like, okay, is that it? I was like, that's it. Yep. And then I hung up, dude. I hung up and my face was red for like an hour. I was like, bitch, violin.
You thought about every V word there ever was. Viagra.
Dude, I like can see myself sitting in my fucking office, like the camera's coming closer and you can just see the beads of sweat getting bigger.
And your vagina throbbing.
Yeah. That's so okay. Well, what other V words are there? What's the
Violin.
The actual?
Victor. Victoria.
Victor.
Victor. As in
I should know that, dude. I'm a Call of Duty veteran. Fuck.
Veteran. That's so funny. But that is like a wild case of anxiety. Is like this girl had probably one like that. Let that be a lesson to you. Is she had one laugh. She maybe told the coworker next to her, and that was it.
Well,
she moved on with her day.
I don't know. She's probably like, let me tell you about 3 years ago. This bitch called me.
But you know what I mean? Like she's not being like driver's license number, whatever said. Let's all look her up and laugh at her. But like when you embarrass yourself, it's so real to you. And my therapist tells me this all the time is that you're only the main character in your story.
Yeah.
Nobody else. Can you let us talk, please?
I'm the main character in my story right now. I don't know what main character you think you are, but
You're the main character on my podcast. I forget. I'm sorry.
But it's so true.
It's true. The other thing, too, that I love is nothing is embarrassing unless you're embarrassed. Which I know, banger.
I've
Yeah.
never heard that.
That's
is
good.
so good.
Well,
Do you know what I do? Oh, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
On
as
your
I- as I
podcast.
was-
Thanks for having us. I hope she knocks herself out.
No, you know when you make like a mistake or something and somebody calls you out and is like, oh, that was stupid. It's like, it was a fucking accident. Why would you attach any kind of like vulnerability to that? You didn't do it on purpose. But I mean, nothing has to be embarrassing unless you're embarrassed by it. When people call me out on shit, I'm like low-key embarrassed for you. How dart thou?
Yeah.
That's my new thing. I'm like really
Thou
into medieval
dost
shit right
protest
now.
That's
too
good.
much.
Yeah. Put it on a bumper stick.
You made my stomach turn when you said that
Remember?
and looked at me.
Oh, yeah. Remember, you have the bumper sticker company
Mhm.
about to come out because you drop bangers all the time.
Yeah.
You drop this fucking...
Nothing is embarrassing unless you're embarrassed.
That is so true.
That's so
Because
good.
have you ever fallen by yourself or you do something dumb by yourself, literally no one's around, and you feel that feeling of embarrassment, and then you're like, why am I embarrassed?
Bro,
And
because
it's
God is
only
watching.
because
They're laughing at me.
yeah, and it's only because you have the like instinct to think that others are watching you,
Yeah.
and that's not the fucking case.
Can I show you a picture of
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on.
There's like this
Don't
thing that
look.
I do too, that if I think of a cringe moment, something dumb that I did or something I'm not proud of, and say like I'm just like thinking to myself, and then I think of something embarrassing, I'll start making a noise, like
Yeah.
literally
I do that shit
audibly.
all the
You do?
time.
And then you'll just be like, do, or you say something, and then I'm like, why do I do that? And it's like, oh, because I'm trying to protect myself. And
You're trying to
like,
get the discomfort out of your body.
Yes.
okay, yeah, maybe that's it, because I feel like I'm like trying to distract
So
myself.
the other night, I took a picture of it because I would laugh my ass off the
I hope
next
you
morning.
shit your pants because you were mean to me 5 seconds ago.
Me?
Because you let me be on your podcast. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this is not, it's kind of funny. I don't know. It's not really embarrassing. But when you said when you fall down the stairs, or that's what I did. I'm about to tell you that story. Did you say when you fall down the stairs, like, or you trip or you fall and you're by yourself, and then you still get embarrassed? The other night was eating crackers in my house in the dark.
White people?
No.
Oh, the snack, yes.
Yeah, the snack. And I've lived in this house for a year. I still don't know the steps by heart. I fucking fell down the stairs eating crackers. But me, because I'm pure of heart, I just I hurt myself, but I was laughing because I was like, I bet that looks so fucking stupid, dude. I'm just in a t-shirt that's down to my knees. I look like a fucking Build-A-Bear. There's crumbs. My ankle's broken. It's
Build-A-Bear because her slippers are rounded at the toe.
Because I was taking a shower. I slipped because they were wet. No, I fell down the stairs, dude. And then I got up, as one does, and went back to my room and forgot about it. I was like,
shot her gun into the air. She's on the bottom story.
I was like, what was that? That was crazy. So the next day, I wake up, the sun's out. I go to walk downstairs. There's crackers on the stairs.
There's definitely crackers on the stairs.
What a painful reminder, bro.
I would have smashed all them into oblivion.
Yeah, I was like pointing. I'm like, eat those to Charlie. Get them. She's like, those?
Yeah, you dumb
Not-
bitch.
yeah.
You
Not
eat
those
everything
embarrassing,
else.
those embarrassing
She's so
crackers.
old, dude. She's 16 now. The bitch got glaucoma. Should look like my nails.
She still got a nose, though.
She does.
Why would you do this to me, Charlie? Shit in tattoo shops.
Should we talk about embarrassing things that have happened to us?
Off the top of my head, I can't really ever remember. Like, I'm bad at this recall game, though.
Well, how you were saying your therapist, I don't know if it was your therapist said it or
Oh, yeah, bring it up. Oh, yeah, air it out, Ma.
when things are embarrassing, like, can you think about something that somebody else ever did that was like, I can't. So people don't think that about you.
That
I've
is
heard
so
this, yeah.
true. Because, like, you're like, oh, no, it was, I mean, maybe cringe, but that's also always, like, in a social, like, unacceptable way. But, like, things like that, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, a truly embarrassing thing, I don't think I can.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I have it, like, locked in. I obviously don't have it locked in my brain where I'm like, oh, yeah, that was so embarrassing.
I remember my first very embarrassing experience. First grade. It was, I
He shit
forget.
his pants.
Yes. No, it wasn't that. It was, we were all, like, we had to move all the tables to the side and we all sat in a huge circle and we all had to share something. I don't remember what it was, but when it was your turn to share, you had to stand up in the center of the circle and, like, talk to everybody. So it was my turn and both my legs fell asleep.
Oh,
So
that's the worst feeling.
That is embarrassing.
I
No,
got
I'm
it.
just kidding.
I'm gonna remember that one.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm gonna put that in my notes.
I'm never gonna beep beep boop boop out of my own embarrassment again. I'm gonna think of that.
It was like
anytime I fall down the stairs, I'll be like, at least both my legs didn't fall asleep in first grade circle. That's fucking crazy.
It took me like 4 tries, dude. I fell down that many times.
But you know what's beautiful about that is you tried again.
I did
4 times.
4 times in front of everybody.
You should have just forgot about it. Sat down, stayed down.
I had to change
Dude,
schools.
he just scoots into the middle like a fucking snail.
What's so
I'm gonna sit down for this one.
But what's so funny, okay, let's back it up a little bit more, though, is that you embarrassed yourself. When the first time, it would have been easy enough to say, oh, my foot's asleep.
Yeah, give me a second.
No.
Yeah, but you're people pleasing at that point because they expect this of you. They expect you to stand up and say something. So you're like, I'm gonna keep trying. Nope. I'm gonna keep trying. Nope. Where like we get that's my thing is like the only time you are cringy is when you're not being true to yourself.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you own it, that's like more endearing. I feel like if someone's like, oh, that was embarrassing.
And haven't you been with the person that's like, you know them, and then you see them like trying to maybe fit in with another crowd that you're in front of, or they're trying to be like mirror your personality, and like you feel cringed out by them, and it's because like they're not like
it's not authentic.
Yeah, you're like, I want to hang out with you or whatever, and like you're being so fucking weird right now.
Dude,
Why do you
it's
have
like
an
in 21
accent?
Jump Street where they're dressed as cholos.
Yeah.
Yes.
My name is Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
It's so true though. Like, so, but I mean, that's like a first grade thing, right?
Yeah.
That's easy, but some people don't grow out of that. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like are never in an environment where it's okay to feel like that or embarrassed. Like it's always punished.
They're used to it.
Yeah.
What was that like growing up though as girls? Because I know like with all like the friends that I had, it was just like, ha ha, I'm gonna make fun of this guy for the rest of his life. And sometimes nicknames come from that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the only time
I'm shit boy.
Your doo-doo, your mud butt has been my bug. That's what I have you saved in my phone as. I was like, sleepy leg, mud butt, McGee.
That's incredible.
Never
That's
forget.
gonna be my new handle.
Literally.
Sleepy leg mud
butt McGee. Jam.
Jam butt. I feel like girls don't think about guys like that. Like
they protect your tribe.
No, I mean like guys
The
do
shit
cringe things all the time, and we don't like lock them in. Like I remember a couple weeks ago, you had posted. See, I already can't remember a guy being cringy at the gym that like kept trying to circle back to talk to you. You got it off to your friend group. We have no idea who this faceless guy is.
Someone did.
And, but like truly, like we're not like, oh my God, like we're going to remember him forever.
Yeah.
I'm going to post this picture.
Well, the thing now too is like, I feel like it was different when we were kids because all you have is school and home, you know, like your homework, your friends, TV, the big square one into the wall.
So you're saying lots of time to think about these embarrassing situations.
Yeah, but now everything moves so fast, dude. On social media, online, the news, everything is so fast paced that like, I feel like even if you think about it and you're like, I'm going to remember that forever. It's like, dude, sometimes I don't even remember what the fuck I did this morning.
You're like, I'm going to tell my sister this later. I'm going to tell my sister this later. Then you're like, I had something to tell you. What was it?
I'll forget. Dude, the attention span now, and that's the thing too I wonder about is if everybody truly, because I feel like most people feel like they have ADHD or they're like neurodivergent in some sense, which I think we all are, but it's because the pace of advancement of society, technology, social media, like the pace of life is so fast. Yeah. But so I'm like, that's not normal. Like we're not designed to catch up that fast.
But that's funny that you say that about the like you framed it in a way like girls with guys, because that's definitely a thing. Like, I remember I used to have this client who, this was years ago, so he's not going to be offended by this. He won't even know if I'm talking about him. But he used to always have the fucking hottest girls with him at his tattoo appointments. he's not a good looking guy. He's not a tall guy. He's not like anything of the sort, really.
Was he funny?
He can't I mean, he was cool, but like nothing like crazy, you know? Like, and he would always have a different hot girl with him. I used to tattoo him regularly. And then one time he came alone, one single time. And I was like asking him about it. And he was like, honestly, he's like, it's a numbers game. He's like, if you can get used to being rejected, he's like, girls appreciate more that you even care to talk to them, that you like. And he wasn't like a douchebag. Like, he didn't seem like he was just like spitting game at everyone. But I mean, obviously he was, because he called it a numbers game. But it's
but he put himself out there.
Right. But he got used to the rejection or the embarrassment. And like, he literally always had the hottest bitches with him. Like, so I think it is just like embarrassment is measured by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and for most people, that cannot, they cannot overcome that.
That's a practice, though.
Yeah.
Like
practice.
You have to do it until you have to desensitize yourself to it till it doesn't matter. Like, you don't even care about the outcome anymore. You care more about whether you tried. Because once you start winning, then it becomes easier. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
All I had to do was ask.
I used to try to make it a point to start a conversation with a random in any room. And then
that's a good one.
I used to sell merchandise for bands and stuff, and you have to talk to people, so that was a big help. But more than that, it was like going out of your way to initiate a conversation, not to like flirt and just talk to a perfect stranger and hold a conversation. And I think it goes a long way.
I think a lot of people
that's really good.
Get anxious about that because now we're so like live
on your phone.
But there are just as many people who want human interaction and like real life. I say, dude, when I was walking up, this girl goes, "You're so pretty." I was like, "You're so pretty, girl," and she literally went, "Yay!"
That's why you were late.
So yeah, no, literally,
just complimenting each other.
But I love that. I feel like if you see somebody who like, I like your bag, or like, I like your makeup, or whatever, like that like will make somebody's day.
Of course.
My thing with like a random conversation is always ask somebody about themselves, because a lot of people, if they're shy, they are thinking, I don't know what to offer to this conversation. I don't know it. But they know about themselves. So you can just be like, oh, I love your shirt.
What's your most embarrassing moment?
Yeah. What makes you want to kill yourself in the middle of the night? Do you wash your bathtub before you bathe?
Have you ever fallen down the stairs with crackers in your hand?
And did your blind dog not see them in the morning?
No, dude.
So James was talking about this earlier, that you're a motherfucking advice queen online these days. People
I'm trying.
Advice.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Your Thea has become your Thea, and she's
your Theapist.
Theapist. That's cute.
That is so cute.
Hold up. Put that on a bumper sticker.
Another one. Her car is covered.
Dude. It says I have one that says I fought an animatronic gorilla at the Rainforest Cafe and lost. I just feel like I have to give the experiences that I've had meaning. Otherwise, it was just fucking traumatic for nothing.
Ooh.
You know?
Wait, how did you come to that?
My divorce.
Did somebody, so my question is, like, did somebody ask something that was, like, super on the nose and you're like, I do have advice for this, or, like, I can speak from experience, and then, like, you have that tug of war with should I, shouldn't I? Because it does get weird to give someone advice, right?
It's mostly clients. Unsolicited advice.
That's me, yeah, and everyone hates me for it, but I keep doing it.
I feel like it just kind of started happening with clients. And the other thing too is like, I've been doing therapy. I used to do it once a month, and it was mostly for anxiety stuff. So it'd be like, how do I get back home to my wife and kids?
From war, Call of Duty.
I'm trying to get on that helo and go home and see my beautiful family. But I'm just in the grocery store and the fluorescent lights are fucking with me.
And you're teabagging the stranger that you face palmed in the grocery store.
No, my therapy for the last few years has been very anxiety based. So there was not a lot of life skills. It was like, how do I when I start feeling like this and I feel like I want to run because I'm panicking and I'm lightheaded and I feel hot and like, the room's spinning. Okay, do this, 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 and this. And then all this shit happened over the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And I am like, there's a big part of me that's like, what the fuck was that for? What was that all about? Like for me, I feel like I've lost years of my life and I have nothing to show for it. And it's better to me to be like, okay, well, I went through something really shitty, something really traumatizing. How can I like transmute that into something that gives meaning for me and could potentially help another person recognize this before it happens to them?
That is very beautiful.
In any like aspect, not just the same thing. So I just want to give it meaning, and I love to be helpful, and I love to not be judgmental because I think judgment is so tied to shame. I mean, it's the same thing.
Oh my God, that is so true.
Yeah.
Judgment is so tied to shame.
I didn't
even understand what shame was until the last few years that I was like, I had been telling my therapist that I feel guilty about everything.
Yeah.
Like I feel guilt. And she's like, no, guilt involves a trial. It involves another person. Shame is something you put on yourself. And I was like, shut up, you dumb bitch. Now you just made me feel guilty and shame. No, but it's so true. Like, so that's really interesting. Judgment and how they say that, like, we've talked about this, about how you feel, or like the things that you can't stand about other people or possibly things that you don't like about yourself.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Looking inward.
Sometimes, it's not.
It's hard to do. I can't even look at myself at the fucking mirror, dude.
Well, you took your fucking glasses off, bro.
That's why I took them off. I saw my reflection in the lens.
It's so weird to see you without glasses.
I know.
I feel like you were born with glasses.
He was.
I've been getting very overstimulated by them lately.
That's fair. Have you maybe need some new lenses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it?
Well, if they're really scratched, there's a lot of like visual noise.
And it's a 2-year-old prescription.
I just got a new prescription last week. I was like, take them out, bro. I've seen enough.
I was gonna say it's probably the headphones. Like I hate to wear headphones with glasses on because the pressure.
That's another thing, yeah.
It's so annoying.
You'll hate shooting.
Should we just change the podcast to be about him without glasses?
Yeah, dude.
New podcast. What do you say?
New podcast. Okay, so the shame, the shame of it all. How you became a sageanist.
Oh, what?
Sage advice.
Oh,
Sageanist.
okay.
I don't know. I'm just
well, no, how you were talking earlier about
new bumper sticker.
How like when somebody's cringy or does something embarrassing, it's like less embarrassing if they just own it.
Yeah.
It's the same shit when you're struggling in life. Like if you just ask for help, there are so many people who want to help you and are willing to help you. And even if they can't help you, maybe listening to them just like helps you on your own.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when I say I don't like judgment because it comes with shame, it's like this is everybody's first time living, And I feel like so many of us have issues with our parents. And the big thing that I've had to like accept is that it's also their first time living. Like they're people before they're your mom and dad. That doesn't mean
you don't find that out until so late.
You don't. Sometimes you don't find it out till it's too late. Or
sometimes, probably with some people, you never find it out.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of that shame comes from not wanting to ask for help because you feel like people are going to judge you or they're not going to understand. And I just feel like as a gamer, I think life is a game, like genuinely. And I think the rules that you live by are going to determine your ending, like what path you end up going down and how things work out for you. And I think the only thing...
it's not wrong, right?
So don't take things so seriously.
That's what I mean.
That's great.
I've been feeling that about life lately is that shit just like don't be that serious. Like you could literally, obviously with tattooers, it's kind of hard. Like you can't fuck up your credit without facing the penalties because we don't have a W-2 or shit like that. But at the end of the day, like something as serious as your credit or whatever, it's not that fucking serious. Like many of people have bounced back from like the smallest things, or like you're pissed that like you're fighting with a friend or whatever, like, at the end of the day, like, it's not worth your peace. Like, it's just not that serious.
Yeah.
Well, this
my
is
thing.
a system. We live in a system that is designed to keep you stressed out, to keep you always wanting more, to feel like you never have enough, to
Consumerism,
feel capitalism. I don't know if this is like a weird way of thinking, and I haven't really been able to like verbalize it in a way that I feel like would make sense to everybody. I think it's the tism.
Yeah.
But like, if you obviously this can't be a reality, right? Because we are modern day society. If we didn't have the government, if there was no credit scores, if you weren't like indoctrinated to want to graduate high school, go to college, buy a house, marry, have kids, what would you do with your life?
Just born into pressure.
Yeah. And that's not the way that people should live, are designed to live. And the way that things are right now, it's like impossible for you to achieve that.
I think
it's just like pounded into you like ever since you're a little kid.
Well, it's all forms of capitalism, right? Because what did you say the things were? Graduate high school, it's because you have to strive for more. You have to support yourself. You have to do this. You have to do that. Where people are misinformed that anarchy means just a free-for-all, where that wasn't the thing. Like, before, people would trade and they would, they all contributed something to the community or the tribe or whatever. And like, there was this trusted group of, however that broke down, there was this trusted group, and we don't have that anymore. You can't trust anyone, even to the point of like, I 1000% wholly, like full-hearted, wholly trust like my parents. Like, I couldn't just like tomorrow be like, oh, I have no money, can you support me?
Yeah.
Because capitalism has fucked up the like
for
literally everything to the point of like the nuclear family. Like we are under so much pressure.
But then they shame you for not being able to achieve that. It's just like this big fucking hamster wheel. And I feel like I'm hoping, I don't know if this is true or not, I don't think there's any way to measure it, but I just feel like what's going on in the news right now and like what's going on in the world and everything, like more and more people are like realizing like this isn't normal. There's like a collective like waking up from this fucking like,
and that's
a shift.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's a form of privilege too, right? Like, we even get to unpack these things where like the generations before us were in such survival mode that they didn't even get to stop and think like, this isn't life. Like, this is fucking struggle and this is surviving.
The thing, too, I feel like, because people, that's like one of the main things I feel like I get every week on my questions. Is like, how are you dealing with this?
Yeah, what is the most common question?
How are you dealing with everything that's happening in the news? How are you staying happy? I'm like, it's such a hard thing to say without being dismissive of what's happening because, dude, it's life and death.
We were just talking about this
Yeah,
earlier.
he just asked that. Like,
so I don't feel like there's like a straight up way to just, it's not that I don't care. I care too much.
Yeah.
But the biggest act of rebellion is to like
transmute.
Yeah. And to not participate in that. Not participate in like not helping. That's not what I mean. I just mean in the game.
Don't get consumed by it.
Yeah.
So what?
Well, not even that, because I feel like that's what creates action and that's what creates change. But just the biggest act of rebellion is to enjoy your life. Because you are set up to be making money and to make these billionaires and these politicians to make their life great.
All conflict.
What do you guys think about... So we were talking about this earlier, and I felt like, okay, so my thing was like, what can you intake? Like, how can you educate yourself? Whatever that feels the right amount to you. So what can you take on? How can you give back? Which that is something that I do need to work on because I feel so overstimulated that I'm like, oh, like just knowing is enough, but it's not. Like maybe I can join. We were talking about Meals on Wheels earlier, like even just like dropping a meal off or packing a meal for an elderly person and because we both live in, underrepresented and we come from marginalized communities. And then so education, giving back, and then also turning off. That has to be
important.
A point. Yeah, that has to come at some point during the day. Because I've also lived the point where I was so obsessed with politics and wrongdoing and feeling like I have to educate everyone.
That's like a severe sense of justice.
That also is a codependency where you can't educate everyone.
Yeah.
You're not going to. And like it or not, we have customer service jobs. Sometimes people come for a tattoo and they don't give a shit about your opinion, and
Mhm.
you're also not entitled to give it.
Yeah.
You know, like where I mean, if somebody's being super antagonistic, you can, but sometimes like you're
Sometimes
allowed
it's
to
like an
talk about
escape
the
for
weather.
them. Yeah, they like
Yeah.
I see the shit all day long. I just want to come get tattooed and not talk about it or think about it.
Mhm.
You come into my shop though, I'm like, have you?
It's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard, especially like when they say something that's so, I don't know, possibly disrespectful or not even disrespectful, just ill-informed. Like, but sometimes it's okay to be like, oh, you know what song I was thinking about is Mariah Carey, I don't know,
All I
you
Want for
know,
Christmas.
Fantasy. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And you can talk about nothing and you don't have to feel guilty for it. So,
Mhm.
like, what is that then? Just like finding the balance that's good for you, or
I feel like you can't really go through life expecting your interactions with all these different people to be on the same level. Like, you will get to a point, everybody will, whether you think about it consciously or not. Like, you'll get to a point where you recognize, like, I can't really, this person's just not that deep. They don't have the capability to think
Yeah.
that deep,
Yes.
you know, or they haven't had
Absolutely.
the experience. Like, dude, because I think about, I feel like it's really hard to not generalize everybody else.
It's so hard.
You know, because to you, they're just other people. But like, dude, if you think about people that have like been victims of abuse from like a really young age, they're developmentally different
learn
because
coping
trauma
skills,
changes
yeah.
your brain. You can therapize them all you want, but there's still a chance that it's just not gonna. They're
Mhm.
different. They're chemically different, you know, or can be. And then
on
people
a physical level.
yeah, on a physical level. So you can't talk somebody out of how their nervous system is
No.
feeling.
Mhm.
And then there's people who were like in fucking cults and shit, or like have religious trauma, like,
Yeah.
or people who are, you know, we'll just say from like a certain region of the country, and their whole environment, everybody they've ever known in their life has been the same type of person. They've
Yeah.
never had an experience outside of that. I feel like for us, it's different because we live in Southern California. The culture is everywhere. You have conversations with us, especially tattooers, like we have conversations with every different type of person. So
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
that in itself is a privilege and an experience that a lot of people will never get.
And you even see like mannerisms that are indicative of something that they haven't told you, but you could kind of
You
like
can- yeah.
pinpoint it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then later on, you're like, yeah, I kind of thought so. He used to tell me this. I feel like I've hopefully grown out of it a little bit, but like that I said earlier, I'm the queen of unsolicited advice, but he would like tell me like that you're like way too invested in like people not like, we had a friend that was in a relationship that was so bad for her and I could not let it go. Like,
But you care about her.
yeah, exactly. But it's like to the point where like you have to let yourself off at some point.
Yeah.
You know, like I did care about her. I do care about her. But at some point they're gonna do what they wanna do, and it's okay to just be like, I'm gonna check out.
Yeah. You could give
Yeah.
them the advice, but
Yeah. And I think it's even okay. I actually saw this. This is silly, but I saw it on The Ladies of London, a new reality show on Bravo, where somebody told their friend that's like, I'm worried that you're doing this kind of stuff to yourself on purpose. And if that's the case, like, and I thought this was so beautiful. She's like, if that's the case, I'm going to have to take a step back from our friendship. Like, and she didn't say it like, you're doing this to her. And she was like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
worried about you. And I feel like you're hurting yourself for whatever reason that is. Like, so I'm going to have to, like remove myself. Like,
Mhm.
it's being
and-
respectful to yourself and to her.
yeah. And, and she got a little bit loud at the point, whatever. And then this friend kind of has a breakdown. And then she tells her, like, I apologize for yelling at you, but like, you need to take better care of yourself. And I think that's like such a beautiful way to kind of like tell somebody without being like, without it like fucking up your internal boundaries, right?
Well, and then she's not putting any guilt on her or shame on
No.
her friend. Like, you are making this decision to continue this.
And
that
I'm
is
gonna
your decision
respect
to make,
it.
and I respect that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't I can't just like sit idly by and watch it.
No, and that's a boundary for that they're choosing for themselves and that you choose for yourself. That's
Yeah.
I feel like I've chilled a lot on the politics shit. Like, even though morally and my overall ideals of how you just be a good person, like the more you try and argue that into somebody, the more resistant they become.
Yeah.
And the more defensive they become. So that's why I'm like, just don't do it. You sometimes you make shit worse that way.
Oh, yeah.
Where if you just are like how she approached her friend, I know this is your decision. It's not my place. That's okay. Maybe they think about it on their own later. Or they don't feel like there's this, I'm not talking about politics specifically, but in any situation, then it doesn't really feel like there's this attack on you. Then it leaves you more room to kind of be like, well.
And everyone deserves that.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether you agree with it or not. I mean, it's like being a teenager and your mom's thinking you dress dumb or whatever. Like, the more protest there is, you're like, this is me! When it could easily just be a phase.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Yeah, you're so sure, right?
It's so much easier said than done, but like, you're here to enjoy your life. If there wasn't the government and you didn't have a mortgage and your car, what would you be doing, dude? You'd be chilling in a cave with your homies, eating berries and watching each other's kids and making fucking Lion King paintings on the wall with papaya.
Simba.
Life's supposed to be simple.
Yeah.
So that's how Letters to Thea started. Do you have like a name for it or anything?
Dude, I wanted it to be Talk to Thea Thursdays, but I work on Thursdays, so I couldn't. So, but no. And sometimes I feel annoying where I'm like, I just want to help. I'm not like trying to make this a thing. I
mean, they're asking you.
Yeah.
But it's also, they could
Questions
just not
coming
watch that one thing.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is like, dude, everything's so expensive right now. And a lot of people don't have insurance. And a lot of people either don't want to go to therapy or aren't ready to go to therapy, where I'm just like, I could have bought a car by now.
Right.
How much I spent on therapy. So just ask me, I'll share.
I think it's so beautiful how you're saying that you're taking these like experiences you've had that were negative in nature and you've transmuted them into positive, because your story can help so many people.
Transmuted, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's amazing.
And it's not even like I'm right, you're wrong. It's like
this is
literally just relating. Yeah. This is what I've learned. And I mean, I don't know, maybe there is somebody that's like, I tried it, it didn't work.
Yeah.
But
well, I think the other thing too is some people don't want to share what's happened to them, which is totally valid, but because they feel like they're going to be judged or shamed. And I just hope it's
for the wrong reason.
Yeah, by me doing this, it helps other people, even if I'm not in the equation at all, to be like, oh, well, Thea said this one thing. 10 years down the road from now, they're in a situation that they've handled in a way that I've hopefully helped them learn how to do. And they, like, I don't know, it's just dominoes. I'm like, community is so important. And when we talk about like, what can you do because the world is so shitty and everything's so shitty right now, like, it doesn't mean you have to go sign up for like to go take garbage off the beach or to go, Meals on Wheels. Like, those are all great things, but it doesn't have to be that big.
That on the nose.
Yeah. Like, you can literally just listen to somebody who wants to talk to you,
Putting like a smile on somebody's face, just bringing joy into somebody's day.
Yeah.
Like that's big.
It is. But like those small acts of kindness, like kindness is so huge to me because I used to be the biggest bitch. And I am like truly, I feel like reformed. I feel like I'm a reformed man-hater. Like I used to be a mega misogynist.
What would
or not
an interaction
reverse misogynist.
Reverse misogynist. Misandrist. Yeah.
So Dean, shut up. Let us talk.
Dude, but I don't know. It's like hard to
see. For me, it's like, and I guess this is where it comes into like what works for you, because for me, it's like we were just talking about how I can't turn off the fucking. You asked for my advice and I told you to do this and you're still putting your hand in the fire. I'm like, I think for me, my like act of public service would be like a good thing to like clock in, clock out. Like, here's what I did and now I get to walk away from it. Like,
do with that what
you
will.
You're still giving a gift to somebody.
Right. Like, so I guess that too. It's like but I guess.
But what they do with it isn't on you. You did your part by helping.
But I guess at the end of the day, it's kind of like that all boils down to what you're saying is like, it's not all black and white, like where you can give, you can.
Yeah. Sometimes you're going to be able to do so much for so many people. And then there's going to be other times in your life, dude, where you can't do shit for anybody and you can't do shit for yourself. And
but you need something
from somebody. And like, I just think mindset is so important and perspective is so important, and knowing that nothing is permanent. There's times where, dude, when I left, I was like, I'm never going to get out of this feeling. Like, I feel like my whole world just collapsed. I don't know what's going to make me cry.
Oh.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go from here, you know?
Yeah.
And it didn't last. And then there were days that, like, I was so fucking happy and so grateful. And then those didn't last either.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just was like more and more days between each feeling. And it just took time, you know? And then I just like came to this realization, like really nothing lasts. So just enjoy it while you can.
That's true. When I went through my divorce, I ended up getting hospitalized because just and now bringing it back, I was like, just the shame I felt, like I couldn't fucking deal with it. And the therapist I had at the time was like an old lady that was like so textbook, like she wasn't open to, or she wasn't privy to all like the nuances of like the issues we face today, you know, and I just couldn't.
She was like, have you tried taping an egg to it? Letting it sit overnight?
Yeah, she kept giving me all these like pretty much like, oh, your mom's making you feel bad, cut her off, you're doing like, and that's not realistic, at least not for, I mean, she was an old white lady, that wasn't realistic for my life, you know.
That's why I like to help, because there are so many people who helped me through that. And that is like why I'm not a man hater anymore. Dude, there were men that I didn't even know that came to help me. Like, had never even met, that were like, I got you. And I was like, oh, I thought everything was black and white for a really long time.
Did it happen just like that? Or was it just like you were starting to see it all kind of like a bigger picture?
No, I feel like it happened over like 2 weeks. And then I just woke up and was like, I have to go now.
And you were like immediately a different person.
Yeah. Well, dude, I couldn't do anything for myself. Yeah. I like couldn't even, like, I don't know. I just couldn't do anything. I like had furniture on the floor and was like, I don't even fucking, it's a screwdriver and a screw. I can't even do this, you know? Like, until you experience something that's changes your nervous system that way, like that's why I'm like, I can't judge anybody anymore. The people that I maybe didn't agree with before, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they've been through. I don't know why they feel so strongly about this. But like when I think about somebody judging me and not knowing what I went through, like it sucks. And I just would never want to make somebody feel like that.
Yeah. It's such a negative like perspective.
Yeah.
That's rough. I've been on this thing lately about any bad experience that I've experienced or I'm going to experience. I'm taking it as part of the journey and what can I learn from this?
Yeah.
And it's a struggle, dude. Like when you get caught up in a bad feeling, it's literally the end of the world.
It consumes you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I feel like I've been getting a little bit better at it, but dude, you've seemed to have cracked the matrix.
I love that you said that. That's like literally something that
I think did we talk Matrix the last time?
No, but you know I love me some Keanu.
Oh yeah, I do know that.
Yeah. No, but that's what I mean when I say like the biggest act of rebellion is to love your life and do what makes you happy.
Yeah, that's another thing that I've been we talked about it on one of the last episodes. Excuse me, I got balls in my mouth. Chasing passion.
Yeah. I think for us, like for tattooers, I wonder that too. I'm like, do I just feel like this because I've been so lucky to have a job that I love? And like I think a lot of people don't realize that hold on, let me take a drop.
And you balls. Hold on, it's my turn.
Hold on, ball break. That so many people don't realize that everybody has a purpose and everybody can have a passion. Like, I was at dinner with my girlfriend last night and she's like, I wish I could draw. I'm like, you can draw. It's practice. You might just not be creative, but you can draw. If I sat with you and we did 500 Mickey Mouses, you'd be able to do it with your eyes closed. Like it's a skill that you learn. But I think people are scared.
The want to get better at the crafts.
And not wanting to fail. Like, who cares if you fail, dude? You tried.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, that's why I'm not athletic at all. Like, I was thinking about it. So, my boyfriend's super athletic. He's, like, one of those, like, whatever he tries, whatever athletic skill he tries, he's going to pick it up pretty fast, even if he's not pretty good at it. Or, like, not, like, immediately good at it. And for me, I'm like, I can't catch a ball. I can't do this. I can't do
Watch.
that. And
You can dodge a
literally,
wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I would not dodge either of those things. And I think it's because, like, I was just shame being introduced to earlier in life that I'm just like, if I'm not good at something immediately, I don't like it.
Mhm.
The only thing that I was like, I liked or I wanted to get better at was tattooing and art. And
So it's
I think
avoiding
that's why,
the feeling of failure.
yeah, and the of being uncomfortable. Like, so what I was getting at is like, I'm not athletic, so working out is very hard for me. Once I feel uncomfortable or like I can't do something, I'm like, so say I'm like lifting weights and like it gets painful. I'm like, oh, I'd rather just go down and wait or something. Like, even
Yeah.
if I'm doing it right, like just being uncomfortable, I don't like it. And I want to push past that.
There's this quote that I love. I'm probably going to put it on a bumper sticker.
Imagine that.
You're not bad at something. It's just new.
Put it on a bumper sticker.
Repetitions, man.
I'm going to put it all over my car.
Well, dude, like
I'm
I'm
wrap my
still
car
really
in it.
new in the schmun world, you know? Like one of my instructors the other day texted me, he was like, I'm
Pew,
so proud
pew.
of you, dude. Like, you were a tadpole and now you're a baby frog. And I
Oh,
literally
shit.
cried. I was like, I know I got a long way to go till I'm like a fucking bald eagle with a Big Mac, but I'm on my way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, like, that was also a really weird space to get into because I'm like, I'm doing this alone, just going to this range where I don't know anybody. I just bought my first gun and I'm like, am I doing this right?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I just started going more and more and then we became friends and they were like, I want to teach you. But these are also people, and I talk about
Enthusiasts.
I talk about me and like my one friend specifically. I won't name him just for his privacy, but
Shout out to him.
shout out to you.
Come on the
I call
show.
him my sensei.
Come on
He
the
would
show.
love to,
We'll
dude.
blur your face and
No,
change
he's a
your voice.
social media queen. He's a diva. I love him so much.
Oh, so he's
But
gay.
we are. If you
Got that.
saw, if you were in like a coffee shop and you saw him and you saw me on the other, like complete, you would be like,
Yeah.
they would fucking hate each other.
I feel like there's community everywhere where
Yeah.
it's just afraid. It's scary to go and find it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think he was ever weird towards me. I think I was probably more weird towards him. So I was like, he's probably, you know, I'm like,
rejection, shame.
not even,
all the above.
yeah, I guess a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want him to judge me based off of like that. We're very clearly different. A lot of our beliefs are different, but like we made it past that. And he listens to me and I listen to him. And it's a really good organic friendship.
You're
And
both people.
yeah, I think we were
People
both.
are people.
But that's also like that relationship specifically, that friendship has like changed me and how I interact with other people.
Your
Oh,
perspective
wow.
on socializing.
Yeah. And it's something that just happened organically, you know? That's why I'm like, be open to letting people surprise you. Don't expect.
I have a hard time with that.
Why?
I don't know. You know what? Like, I can, on a probably surface level, work any room that you drop me in. Any room. Any socioeconomic group, any whatever. But on a, like, one-on-one level, it's very strange for me.
I get so
And that's
uncomfortable.
something that I want to change. That surprises me about you because that's something I admire about you is I don't think that. Like,
That's crazy.
one of my New Year's resolution was at least once a month to hang out with somebody one-on-one because I never used to be like that. But I think from, you know, you can chalk it up to abusive, whatever, that's in my own terms, right? Abusive relationships I've been
Toxic
into, or being
relationships.
told that you're too much or whatever, that at some point I like looked around and I'm like, fuck, like I don't have any girlfriends that I can just go nap on their couch, wake up and vent and fall asleep again, or, you know, like, 'cause
Yeah.
that's something that's like very, or for me was like I had a lot of those like in my early 20s and then just eventually they all kind of just like dissipated where
Mhm.
I get like some of it is like we're just getting older and we have obligations and relationships and stuff, but like it's something that I really do miss.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's I'm in this new thing is where like I'm trying to look at everything in my life and where did I play into it or like what is my fault fault seems like a strong word.
Yeah,
I feel like sometimes you
sounds
just
negative.
project stuff onto situations.
Right.
But it's not necessarily like a fault. It's not if it's not intentional.
Right. So like where is my I don't know, how did I build this situation? But like, do you guys have friendships like that where you can just like go into them and be like, well, here's all of me? Or is it always kind of like feel like walking on eggshells or not eggshells? What's the word? Like,
I have a hard time opening up. Like, I would rather just put on a smile and talk about somebody else.
Why?
I don't know.
or not even about maybe not even necessarily someone else, but something else.
Something,
right?
anything else.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me. Just kidding.
I'm like dissecting you right now, dude. I'm like, are you afraid of being vulnerable?
I just feel, I don't know, maybe it's, I think it's probably
It's
afraid of being,
shame.
shame.
What's your worst fear about somebody, like having a conversation with somebody and they ask you about yourself?
And then ask her the same question. Don't let her do that to you.
I couldn't even tell you what the fear is. It just makes me uncomfortable to talk about my problems.
Were you raised like that? Like, you don't tell people your business? Because I was.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what it was. And like, it was a household where we didn't really like say sorry or anything. We just kind of just.
That's called an ethnic household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're cool. Like, that one day comes and it's like, hey, what do you want from Jack and
Yeah,
Box?
here's some fruit.
Yeah.
That's the Asian version.
So maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is. Because we never talked about feelings.
What's your sign?
That's funny. That's
Sagittarius.
What's your sign?
Aries. We're the worst two signs. We're literally just missing a Scorpio, and we'd be the worst signs in there.
What was all that not judging people talking about?
What are you? A Cancer.
Yeah. I'm a
Yeah?
Cancer, yeah.
Oh my
Why
god!
did I cry?
Fucking eat this bitch up right now.
But
Nail
I'm an
it,
Aries
nail it.
moon.
I don't understand any of it.
That's her
That's
emotional
okay.
sign as an Aries, so she's more
Little
like
fiery.
bravado.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
you were saying? As you
It's
were?
hard for me now. I was raised very much, you don't tell people your business. I don't know why. Like, it's not like we're in any kind of aristocracy where it's like they can use it against you, but
Yeah.
I was. And now, but I even hate now, like, say you vent about something intimate, like your partner, right? And then you feel fucking dumb the next time you're talking to that person that you're still with this person. It's like, really? Would you break up with your partner because you had a bad day and now you're re-meeting with this
That's
person?
so necessary,
It's
though.
dumb, you know?
To talk, to get it out.
It
obviously you
is.
have
It
friends that you
absolutely
can
is.
do that with, and then you have friends that you can't do that with. You can still be friends with both of those people. You just know, okay, I don't do this with them.
And it also depends on the degree of toxicity.
For sure. Yeah.
Right. And to some point,
Yeah.
if you're like so ashamed, like that you're probably making the wrong decision for yourself to be in this situation.
I felt that.
But at some point, it's like we have relationships that ebb and flow, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the other thing, too, is people have this expectation where they hold their relationships and their friends to the highest standard, but they expect
Putting
their
them on a
friends
pedestal.
to be like, you have to be flexible. Well, I was just going through a hard time. I'm going through a lot right now. But if you don't treat your friends like that, that's not really fair for you to ask them to do that.
Yeah.
So like in that situation where you're like, I vented to my friend about my relationship and I probably shouldn't have, it shouldn't be embarrassing because that's still a part of community.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like I would never expect any of my friends to feel like they have to be 100% perfect all of the time. I want them to make mistakes. I want them to learn from their mistakes.
That's true.
I want them to feel safe enough with not just me, but everybody in their life to be able to talk about them.
Bumper sticker.
The longest one.
No, it's short.
That is so true, though. It's like would you expect, I guess that's a good measure. Would you expect this from someone else? And if you don't, then why are you expecting it from yourself?
Yeah.
And if you are, and it makes you that uncomfortable, then maybe you need to reassess what you're expecting from other people.
There could be other variables like being a catastrophic thinker
Yeah.
where it's just,
That's what I mean is like, okay, so do you expect this from someone else?
oh, okay. So those are the,
So you don't? And if you do, are you expecting too much from others?
You can have different levels, though, of expectations from different people. Like, everybody you
Yeah.
meet doesn't have to be your best friend.
she has this thing about that
Oh,
that she
yeah.
learned from her therapist, the
My
circle.
therapist, too. Have you heard of like the concentric circles of friendship or whatever? I think that's what it's called. It's like Okay, so you're in the middle, right? Pretend like a drop falls in water and you see the circles come out. So there's you. Your inner circle is somebody you'll tell everything to, no judgment. You can call at any time, and they have your complete trust and your complete allegiance, right? Typically, that's your own family, maybe, or like your very best friends. Then there's the ones on the outside. You see maybe not very often, but you can call them, you can tell them stuff, they can call you, they can tell you stuff. And you can call if you really need something. Then there's the people on the outside of that. Maybe it's something very similar, but they're not the first people you call. And you also maybe aren't going to call them when you're in a bind. Like, they might have your back, but like, you're not going to be completely vulnerable to where like, I need money, like right now, please help. And then there's the people on the outside where no matter what, you guys see each other once in a while, you're cool, you have a great time, but they're not your like super trusted. And then there's the ones outside of that where it's like, I always have a good time with these people, but I'm not going to just fucking sit there and air out my business. Maybe, and it might not even be that you don't trust them. It's just that we haven't reached that. That
your relationship isn't that close.
And then there's, it goes on from there. And I think that people with poor boundaries, they put everyone in one
middle,
of the first ones.
It's all one line.
And then people with trust issues, they push everyone out to the like outer edges of like, you can't trust anyone, blah, 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 blah. So what the way it came up is I was having issues with the friend and I wasn't sure whether to address it head on or to just let it go. And my therapist was saying like, maybe this is a problem where you don't have to bring it up unless it comes up or you find a way, organically to bring it up. But you can just move this person to the next rung where it's like, okay, I gave you the shot of being, somebody that I trusted, blah, 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 blah. But that didn't work out too much for me. So you're now going to be on this next rung where I love hanging out with you. We have a great time, but you're not the one that
nothing more than that.
Yeah.
Right.
But you don't push them all the way out where it's like, you're terrible, I can't trust you.
Right. Or you don't have to fucking beef it with them because that is also childish. Like, not everything is black and white, where that's how I used to be too, is where I was like black and white.
Done.
Like, I'm on that with you if you're on that with me. And that's also too is not, that's a waste of energy,
People can only show up for you too at the capacity that they have based off what they're going through and what's going on in their life. Like, I'm sure that I have friends that would do I have so many friends that would they've proved it. They've done it for me, but like, if they just lost their job, or if their mom is sick, or this or that happened, like they don't have the capacity to the way that they want to. So I would never hold that against them.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes there's a lot of like internalized insecurity or, I guess shame, like even with me sometimes, where I'm just like, man, I wish they would have done this. But then I have to think like, well, what's going on with them? Is it's not just a rejection of me, like, well, I would have done this for them. Well, I'm capable of doing that right now. Maybe they're not.
That was another thing we talked about too today, is that it's also okay like to ask for what you want and give that person the opportunity to be like, I would love to, but I actually can't at this point. Or like, and that's like with business, with anything, like you can just be like, you don't have to always be like, man, fuck them. Like, I wish they would have done this. And you also don't have to just eat it. You can be like, hey, this is what I would like. Are you down? And give them the opportunity to be completely autonomous and either negotiate with you or not.
Yeah, and you can love somebody, but you also have to respect them enough to know that they're still gonna, like, you have to respect their decision, not just what you want them to do, you know?
Are you like the kind that typically when, say, conflict arises in a relationship,
Gun.
do you start... I've never had conflict.
Where's the conflict?
Did
someone
pulls out a gun. Do you automatically feel like, dude, fuck this, I'm ready to fucking get the fuck out of here, like, why am I putting up with this? Are you like, too understanding.
No, I'm very emotional. So I recognize the pattern now. I will get very emotional about it. I feel all of it. Like, I will cry for 4 days in a row, and then I'll get really fucking mad. But I don't act on any of it until I've calmed down.
Oh, that's a good habit.
So you reflect on it and kind of reassess.
Well, I know. So that's the thing with feelings, though. Like, they don't have to have a
the
purpose.
thing about feelings.
They're just just your
reaction,
innate response.
biological response. You know, that's like primal.
chemical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just have to get that shit out, and then you can be like, okay, well, now that I don't have all these chemicals in my body of like cortisol and stress and rage and anger and pain, like, then what's the true picture of what's actually happening? How do I feel? So like, I don't think I've ever been the type. I think I've been more the type to be like, fuck this, I'm out, than to be like
avoidant.
Yeah, but I also am, like how I said, like, I understand not everything's black and white, and I think I am a little bit too understanding, but I'm very understanding with boundaries. Like, I can understand why you did that and why you're choosing not to do this, but I'm not going to participate in that. Or I don't like how this makes me feel. So it's not your responsibility to change how you're approaching this or how you're treating me or whatever you're doing. It's my responsibility to remove myself because I don't like it.
Yeah. How do you feel like you are unchecked without like I should do this?
Like when it comes to conflict?
Yeah, with anyone. With the
I'm kind of the like, all right, I'm just gonna.
What am I doing?
Yeah. I want to just
unchecked,
fucking get out.
Now I've learned to take a beat, but like if it's like a heated conversation, like say me and my boyfriend or something are fighting, and I try to be all right, I'm gonna hear all these sides out. I'm gonna fucking weigh my options. Like, I'm gonna hear what you're saying. Once it gets to the point of like, now you're not hearing me, I'm not hearing you, I have such a hard time not being like, what are we doing this for? It's the worst.
And coming back from that is so hard.
That's one of those specific relationships,
it's
though.
the meme or the emojis like this.
Yeah.
So I didn't think.
I feel like it's also dependent on where they are in your circle, how intense it is. Like,
well, I think that this is my innate response is to just lash out, and I'm trying to unlearn that. So as of right now, I have just like I'm getting more and more give to like allow for the uncomfortable feeling, and then once I get into survival mode, I retreat to the
Old
ghetto
ways.
side.
Yeah.
but that's also a practice.
And that's that I was going to mention that earlier when you said the word practice, is these things are truly practices.
Yeah.
Like you
It's
have
new.
to practice, you have to rewire your brain, which that I think is a beautiful thing to learn, is about the rewiring. Is you've wired yourself, your parents have wired you without knowing, it's just based off of their own protections. Like they set you up to like, you don't tell people your business because somebody probably did them wrong. But like to unlearn these things or to kind of like reconfigure these wirings is like something that's very important.
Cognitive,
Or else you'll just be, cognitive, or else you'll just be passing down generational trauma.
Generational, yeah.
But everything, like all of these experiences that happen to you that make you like that, like even if your parents don't do that purposely, that's still generational trauma.
Yeah.
And even if they are trying to protect you, like it's, I don't know what the fuck I was going to say right now. I got a little lightheaded off that vape, not going to lie.
Well, is it ever purposely,
No, I don't think it's purposely, but
I don't think so either. I think it's a privilege for us to unpack these things.
Yeah, but those experiences have trained you to be a certain way. And like you saying that you feel like you want to fight or, you go back to your old ways, it's because you've had these experiences that have repeated themselves over and over, and that's how you've shown up over and over. So you have to expose yourself to new experiences and new reactions to train yourself to be a different way. Because if you did it this way, why couldn't you do it this way?
I saw this TikTok, which we all know everything you see on TikTok is factual.
Yeah, duh. So
Duh, why would I have one? And it was like every time you take a beat and you don't pop off, that you rewire your brain to like learn that the popping off no longer serves you. And so like slowly over time you'll become more measured in your reactions or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I do feel like is true, because I feel like in my early 20s you couldn't tell me shit about shit. If you made me feel a certain way, it was fuck you and that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I did not care that I was 100 pounds and can get done in real easy. I was just like so hard-headed. And then now like I'm like, okay, that was probably wrong. So the longer I wait it out, it's like better.
Do you feel like that now because you like didn't like how you were reacting to things, or because you were hurting people, or just because you've grown? Like, is it something that you're actively trying to change, or you're just like, I'm maturing now?
It is something that I'm actively trying to change, but what sparked it, if I could think about what sparked it, is probably like, okay, so if I chalk it all up to the more what you would feel like is positive or what people would think is positive is people pleasing, right? You can people please all day, but you're not pleasing anybody but your own comfortability, right? Like nobody is happy with you giving them the fake version of yourself or just like trying to like keep everything level. So once you're like people pleasing to a certain point, then you start getting resentful that people aren't reacting the way you want, or that you're not able to show yourself, or when you do show yourself, like these people are acting like they're taken by surprise, which they kind of are. Like you haven't been real up until this point, and now like you're going to be shocked that they're like acting ugly with you or whatever. So it was a lot of that, I think, is like you're people pleasing. Now you want to be yourself, and these people aren't reacting the way you want. So then it became like, I already lost my train of thought, but I think it's like you then start being your own self, and then it seems confrontational. So now we have to meet somewhere in the middle. Like you have to have manners. You have to let these people be themselves. And sometimes when these people are themselves, it doesn't align with you, and that is okay. Like, so how do you just let that take a beat and be okay with that? I think it's all been therapy, to be quite honest. Like,
you're next.
What?
Therapy.
I know.
My first round of therapy taught me perspective of others a lot, because before I had no idea that like, oh, I'm a good person. I only did this because they did this. And like, I was shocked to find out that like, your reaction doesn't make you a good person just because he gave you a reason. Like, you're not the alpha omega of what is right in the world. I would have never guessed. And I think that was like the first, but I started therapy really young too. And I thought that was like crazy. Like, no, did you not hear me? I said.
You're wrong.
Yeah. No. I said they did this, and so I did this. That's why I did it. Which now, to me, sounds so fucking stupid, right? Like, but I am still on that I think that's acceptable. Like, I'm on that people can't just treat you however because you did something. Like, because they, too, have their own feelings. So if somebody's going to be, like, completely disrespectful, I mean, you don't have to fucking slap them, but you can remove yourself and not feel bad.
For sure.
And even if you feel bad, that's not, like, means you did the wrong thing. But I still struggle with that. I struggle with the like people pleasing, and that like, okay, this is what's right for me, but it doesn't feel right for them. So am I the fucking asshole, or is setting a boundary like mean?
No, I don't think so. I think that's normal, because if you are like a caring person, you never want to hurt somebody else.
Right.
Even if it's not malicious, like this might not be the outcome they wanted, or maybe me setting a boundary doesn't benefit them anymore, but of course it's normal to not want to hurt other people.
Right.
But
and
you still have to like stand on business for yourself though.
And they also deserve to feel how they want. Like, whatever serves them is okay. Like,
the best way for me to look at a situation like that is like, even if I didn't get what I wanted, or a relationship ends or whatever, I'm like, at least I got the truth. You know, like if you're being honest with yourself that you this is a boundary you have and I crossed it, I would rather you remove yourself than to be my fake friend because you don't want to, you know, because you don't want to hurt me.
Yeah.
Then that's like a completely false relationship. Yeah.
And then anything past that would be you manipulating them.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, you can continue being my friend, but I need you to do X, Y, and Z when you know you don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
So why not just let it go?
Yeah.
Like, they deserve to... Not everything is black and white, and that they deserve to also do what feels right to them, and it just doesn't jive with you. So let it go. It's not that big of a deal. Shit don't be that serious.
No.
Whenever I'm like in high moments of stress or like going through a rough patch in life, I always feel like I wish somebody could just tell me what to do. And that too is a shame-based response, is like, I feel like I'm going to make the wrong choice. So just tell me how to deal with this.
Yeah. Dude, it's so crazy. This guy I went to high school with that I didn't even really talk to in high school. It was like years later after high school. We just were like messaging on Facebook Messenger. This was like fucking 12 years ago. But I remember I was like going through a really hard time. I think I had just moved here and I was like, dude, it's not going good. Like, I miss my family. I fucking hate the guy I'm with. Like, I hate the shop I work at.
Yeah.
And he told me, he was like, why don't you think about how long this is going to affect you? Are you still going to be in this situation in 5 days? Okay, then be mad about it. 5 months? 5 years? 5 years from now? Like, what?
That's a long time to expect to feel that way.
Well, I mean, just how long are you going to spend being upset about it? Dude, I think about shit that was going on 5 years ago. If you had fast forwarded me 5 years ago to where I'm at now, I'd be like, you're in psychosis. What do you mean I'm divorced and I live alone and I have an armory? That's crazy. That's not, you know, like, for real. Like, I would never imagine that this is where I would have been 5 years ago. But that's why it's important to, like, not trip too hard on the future, because
it's so true.
So many things can happen, dude, and change.
I was going to say, and not be afraid of change.
Yeah, I mean, everything changed. And in the beginning, I was like, this fucking sucks, dude. But now I'm like, this fucking rocks, bro.
Yeah.
You know? But just spending the amount of time you want to spend on being upset about something, because, like, I think about things 5 years ago that I was like, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to get through this.
2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah. And then now, even now, I'm like, I can't even remember being that upset about it. Or I can't even imagine what I was thinking in that moment about how it would be affecting me now. And it doesn't at all. It doesn't even cross my mind at all. You know?
This sounds incredible. So mean. And it has nothing to do with the other person. But when I think about going through my divorce, I feel like it was an ex-boyfriend. Like, it was, you know, a great lesson. It was a great time when it was a great time. But, like, you couldn't tell me when I was going through the muck that I would come out the other side being like, I don't have any resentment. It's just meh.
But that's the thing, too, with, like, giving advice to your friends and they don't take it. You know, like, you have a girlfriend that's scared to get out of a relationship, and they're like,
be frustrating.
I don't see how it's going to get better. It's like, that's just something they have to do on their own, because you really don't see it until it happens. It really
is.
Because I feel like the people that, well, I mean, like, wanting the answers, like, somebody tell me what to do, and then when they're given the answers, they still refuse to do it.
Because they feel like they're not making the right choice.
Yeah.
Or they're scared that it's going to be worse.
Too. And some people do that till the bitter end.
Yeah. That's like a total freeze response, though. Like, I don't want anything to be worse, so I'm just not going to do anything at all.
Yeah.
So it just stays the same, because at least it's not going to be worse.
What is it? Fight, flight,
and
freeze.
Fawn.
Oh, fawn.
Yeah. Which is freeze. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so true.
But then you're robbing yourself of, like, there's this pocket of temporary discomfort, and it can be the most painful thing in the world. But once you make it through that, dude, nothing can touch you after that.
Did you get into Game of Thrones?
Mm-mm.
I
don't have the attention span. I know, because I love that shit, but, like,
I tried like 3 times.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, bud, you would love it. If you get past the first episode, you'll love it. But there's a point where one of the guys is, like, wishing for death, and the other one is like, oh no, like, they're in, like, a bad place, like, they're being held captive, and he's like, life is, like, full of possibilities. Do you want to
hit him?
That was your fight response, fawn response. But yeah, he's like, life is full of possibilities, like, no matter what, like, no matter how bad it gets, like, you can make something of nothing, or something will make something of itself. And I just think that's simply beautiful.
I like to think of Leonard Skinner with a band of angels, and they're wearing tuxedo t-shirts.
And they all have their own plane.
Yeah. No, I read this. I don't even think it was a quote. I think it was just like it's like a tweet or something. And somebody said, like, every time I'm having a bad day, I like to imagine that I died. And I begged
With
God
Leonard Skinner?
that I died. And Leonard Skinner was with this band of angels. And they sent me back down to the earth realm. So you could, swim in the lakes, frolic with your friends.
And
Just,
we
I
played,
think about...
and we played the other halftime show.
Yeah. No,
See
just
how
that
you are.
you're having the worst day, and like, dude, have you ever been in an experience where you're like genuinely scared you were gonna die, or like that you wouldn't recover from something?
Yes,
Like, I'm going to
yeah.
fucking jail for life, or like something that could be potentially life altering.
Oh yeah.
And how you felt in that moment, like, please just like let it be okay. I'll go back to my shitty life. I'll go back to my job that I hate. I don't care. I just want to be okay. I don't want this thing to happen. Like,
Yeah.
I just look at things that way, like, because I've been in those situations where I'm just like, this isn't that bad. I can make it through this.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And it was okay.
Yeah.
And it was okay.
Mm-hmm. Or like, I don't know. I have never been sick like this, but I've, like, my parents own nursing homes, and Filipino, shocker. And I was a kid and would like sit with the patients, because they would be like, I'd have like 15 fucking grandmas over the course of 10 years, and they'd sit with me, dude. And like, I remember sitting with them, and they're like actively dying, and like, I wish, it makes me emotional. I'm gonna cry again. I wish that I would have done this, or I wish that I wouldn't have let this affect me. Like, I wish I could just have one more day. I wish I could see my daughter one more time,
Yeah.
And I try to live every day like that, because, dude, I'm sure you guys have had friends that are young that just fucking die, or something happens, like life changes like that,
See, that's when I have a hard time fighting the shame, dude. I'm like, oh, I know I should call this person, or I should do this person, and I'm just like, I don't have it in me. Like, I don't know, make it too big of a thing, or I'm just like, okay, next week or tomorrow or whatever.
And it becomes easier to like push it to next week or next month.
To the point where I've lost people
Yeah.
on that, or not on that, but like feeling like that. And I know that's part of life, right? But it's just like, I make things too big. Like, and what does it boil down to is probably fucking shame.
Yeah.
Is like, I can't do this to the perfect degree, so I'd rather just kick the can down the road, and the road ends eventually.
You kick it so far you can't see it.
Or by the time you arrive to it, it's not, the road is, that's the end.
What were you gonna ask me about?
Oh, was that, so did you say your parents are in nursing homes?
No,
or
they own them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's...
I had a really weird childhood.
I was going to say, that's very heavy on...
Yeah.
My parents had a rehab.
Did you live in it?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, that's not I'm not saying it was bad.
No.
But it's not a typical environment. Like, the attention. So when you guys were talking earlier about like your parents would be like, oh, don't tell anybody your business or your problems or anything. Like, that's also how my parents were. But like, the type of person I am is like, I want help. I like want to be heard. I want to be, their attention, and like, I love my parents, but their attention was not on me and my sister. Yeah. It was on the business and on the patients, So we kind of just had to figure it out, which is a feeling that sucks as a child, because what the fuck, I'm a kid, like, you should be helping me.
And you can't even compute.
No.
You're like all dumb, yeah.
But like also my girl. She lived in a funeral home.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And she was like a hypochondriac.
I didn't live in it, but he owned one. But that's also another reason why I'm just like, I really like love when people ask me for advice, because I'm like, well, don't make me go through all this shit for nothing. Let it count for something, It would be like, it shan't be in vain to have gone through this on my own, all by my lonesome. Let me help you.
Thou dost deserve better.
I feel like I have some karma to repay, and this is my good deed. I don't think I did anything terrible, but like, I know that I wasn't always the best friend or the best girlfriend. I was always the best wife, though. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Instead of
I'm just kidding. I wasn't.
instead of shouting people out, we should have calling people out. You want to call out anybody watching this podcast right now? No, it is. But I mean, that's, I guess, the beautiful thing of life is there's like so much pain and we're like, oh, like, why do I feel this way? But there's always, or there is usually,
Redemption.
which is good enough. There's usually tomorrow to make it better.
There's time.
I think
Until
the
there's
time
not.
to do it, like, I don't know. Shit wasn't that serious in our 20s, you know? Like, not even just because of our age, but like everything. Well, I don't know because...
I was just not like absent from all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
And
It just wasn't...
And it was great.
It wasn't... It's... I don't know. Your frontal lobe hasn't developed yet.
I didn't
Yeah.
give a shit about politics till Donald Trump was up for election. And then I was like, once racism involved me, I was like, what? Because, I mean, we've grown up in this brown bubble of California, and I was shocked to know, which is so privileged in itself, right? Like, but I was like, what? Mexicans are what? Bad hombres. This is crazy. Now,
I just think the time to make it count is now. Because, dude, I'm like, it can't get any worse. And every day it gets worse. So at this point, I'm just like, fuck it. We ball. Do what you want to do. Try new
We
stuff.
ball
Even
till
if
we
you're bad at it.
fall.
We ball all the balls.
We ball all the balls.
deep.
And then we're going to shoot guns together, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I think we're at that time.
Yeah.
I think it's time for us to wind down. So, do you have a cover-up story for us, Thea?
Do I?
Do you? Something embarrassing? Do you have a ghost story?
Ghost?
Do you?
Just gonna repeat all the words.
Oh, yeah.
Shane?
So we have added to the list, but let's go through it. Do you have
Embarrassing.
something embarrassing, regretful, something you got away with, something you got caught with?
Oh.
A ghost story.
Miraculous.
Yeah, a miracle. Anything that would be shocking for somebody else to hear that doesn't know you.
So I used to be a go-go dancer in Arizona when I was in college. I had like... I think we talked about this last time. I was like a go-go dancer. I worked at T-Mobile. I sold home alarm systems door to door. I was also a server.
TD Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was like all while being in college. This was before tattooing. So when I was go-go dancing at this club and this bouncer was just like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Please go out with me. And I was like, I'm working. No. With my big boots.
Full on conversation, just like club music.
Get out of here. Oh God. And I couldn't really see him because it was dark, you know? I was like, can you have a flashlight or something? Like, so anyway, later that night after the club had closed and everyone was leaving, he was waiting in the parking lot. And I mean, it was like at the front door, like where I was walking to the parking lot.
I'm not traumatized enough to know this is scary.
Bouncer, you said.
Yeah, bouncer.
Okay.
And he wasn't like way older. Like we were around the same age. And he was like holding my hand, was like, I'd really love to get your number and take you out sometime. And I was like, I don't know, dude. You're a bouncer. He's like, well, you're a go-go dancer. I was like, touche. So I gave him my fucking number.
Work, queen.
I love you.
He was texting me for like 4 days and like genuinely like seemed like he was interested. And I was like, I mean, we can get dinner, I guess, if you want. And we set something up. It was at somewhere super casual. We met there.
Mhm.
And he sees me, gives me a hug, kiss on the cheek. He's like, God, you're even like prettier, like
Not go-going.
not go-going and like in the light, you know? And I was like, oh. And then I looked at him, I was like, he's cute. So we sit down at the table. She's like, can I get you anything to drink? To him. And he orders a beer. And she's like, anything for you? And I was like, no, thanks. And I was only 19 at this time, too. And I also have never really been a drinker.
Mm.
So she goes, okay, just to let you know, like in about, I don't know, it's like 20 minutes, we're going to check IDs because it's going to be like technically after the restaurant closes and then the bar is
Okay.
open. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I don't have my ID. And then he was like, are you good? And I was like, yeah, I forgot it. And she was like, well, you're going to have to leave. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, whatever. We'll just hang out for 20 minutes. He's like, all right. Holds my hand. He's like, God, you're so beautiful. I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And I was like, okay. And I sat there and I waited for 30 minutes. And I was like, man, this guy really is fucking that bathroom up. And the server
And his
came
name
out.
was James.
I think his name
Was that you?
I think his name was Sean.
Oh,
Dude,
Sean.
it gets crazier. So the server comes out. The server was being such a bitch to me too. I like don't know why. I'm like, I'm just a baby. And she goes, hey, the restaurant's closing. I'm going to need to see your ID or you're going to have to go. And I was like, oh, well, my date's in the bathroom. And she goes, yeah, no, he's not. He left. He went to his car and left.
Fuck.
And I was like, really?
Oh.
Bro, I had to pay the bill. I didn't even order anything. He had ordered like wings and beer. Like he got there before me. Had ordered all this shit and just fucking left, dude.
You guys worked at the same place. What was his fucking game plan?
No, it wasn't like, okay, so the company that I worked for, they'd be like, this is where you're dancing tonight. These are the colors.
Got it.
And it would always be different clubs. He probably worked at that club.
Yeah.
Oh, they owned like the night and he worked for the place.
Yeah. So then I went home sobbing and my roommate was like, what happened? And I was like, this guy just went to the bathroom and left me. Like, I'm like, do I look fucking ugly or something? Like, what is going on? And she was like,
what a fucking
I don't know.
loser.
Dude, it bothered me for months. I was like,
I bet.
what
I'm
the
a
fuck
go-go
was that?
dancer.
No, literally, I had my boots on and everything, dude. I had my glow sticks. It was like Terry Crews and my whistle.
You think I wear these furry boots for no reason?
Bro, so years pass. Years. I mean like 4 or 5 years pass. And I'm working at the shop in Tempe in Arizona. And I'm at the front just chilling on the computer. This guy comes in. I didn't see him. He came in with a bulldog. And the bulldog ran right up to me. And I was like, oh my God, your dog's so cute. Blah, blah, blah. I look up, instantly recognize him.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, is your name Sean? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, oh, you took me on a date and you left me. You went to the fucking bathroom and never came back and left me with the bill.
You told him that?
Yeah, I was fucking mad, dude. This is also when I was younger. I had a really, really bad temper.
Good for you.
Should have kept his dog.
I should have. Never mind.
You
I should have been on my John Wick shit.
You should have schmoozed your schmun to shoot that schmog.
Dude, so then he goes, oh, yeah, sorry about that. You were just too young. I didn't know you couldn't drink. And I was like...
And I don't fuck with that.
I think he was only 21. I was 19. I was like...
Then you could have paid the bill and
left, you fucking freak.
Yourself.
Dude, but then even then, he's like being rude to me. Like, yeah, you were too young, you fucking idiot. Like, okay, well, my artist isn't here, so I'm just going to leave. I'll come back later. Literally didn't even say bye to me, just left. His artist comes in like an hour later.
Is that a shop?
Yeah. And I was like, hey, do you know this guy, Sean? He's got a bulldog. And he's like, oh, yeah, he lives across the street. He's been my client for like years. I was like, oh. So I tell him the story and he starts fucking dying laughing. He was like, dude, he's one of the biggest powdered sugar dealers in Scottsdale. He was probably just fucking on one in the bathroom and saw Bugs Bunny in the mirror and left. I was like, that's crazy. But he was like...
That makes more sense.
He's like, I'm really honestly not surprised.
Because powdered sugar dealers love 19-year-olds.
That was traumatizing. So then after that, and dude, any date after that, they'd be like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. We're like, can you leave your wallet or your keys or your phone or something?
like
collateral.
They're going to pull out money from the ATM after a tattoo. No, that's...
Have you seen Never Been Kissed?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know when she's like, hi guy, and then he goes to pick her up for prom, and she's like in her, she has her little side ponytail and her like tinfoil pink dress, and he throws the egg at her. That's how I felt. And then when it's like real, when she's older and he has the white rose, that's like how I feel now. I like always
you are.
You're
no longer Josie Grossi.
I'm not Josie Grossi anymore.
You're not. I've been stood up for a date before too. And
what's wrong with that? What's wrong with you?
This motherfucker was ugly. And if you're watching this, bitch, you wish. I was wasting my time anyways.
I've been stood up too.
She's gonna also be proficient in firearms training pretty soon, so I don't know violence.
But it's so crazy because like what's so bad about keeping it real? Like,
and just being like, hey, I'm not gonna make it tonight. You don't have to give a reason. Just don't waste my fucking time.
Or middle of the day, like
you're too young.
Okay, well they're gonna close now. Like he obviously figured out you're too young. Supposedly he had morals. Like why not just be like, all right, well no, we'll just check out now.
Also, as if I'm not legal.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't 16. You freak.
And to stick you with the bill is crazy. Oh, so I'm too young to date, but I'm old enough to pay for your alcohol?
I know.
Bullshit.
For real.
You were fucking
and
high
what kind
as a
of
kite.
powdered sugar dealer are you if you can't even afford your own beer, you freak?
The bad kind.
Beer at that. And we're not even getting bottle service? And you're not even taking me
you work at the club?
And you're not taking me to a place where we can just stay all night? Like, bitch.
Yeah, what was the move here?
I could not believe.
In Scottsdale?
Wait, what restaurant was it?
Zips. It's like a wings and beer place.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Red flag.
But like also at this point in my life, like this was in 2008 when everything was shitty. That's why I had 5 fucking jobs. I couldn't afford that shit. I remember like digging quarters out of my wallet to pay this bill.
Oh, that fucking asshole.
Yeah.
When I got stood up, we were meeting at a concert, and
a concert.
Yeah, and that's where the stooding up happened, and then it was like a week later, like just ghosted, and then I see her post pictures that she got engaged.
Whoa, what a fucking weirdo. Mine was, okay, you want to know what mine was? So I lived in Koreatown, and this fucking loser lived in Covina. And he was like, oh, I'm going to take the train. You know, I'm going to meet you, whatever. I got dressed for our date. And I had already been telling my friends I'm not into him, but he was a rebound. So I'm like, and they're like, you know, you don't have to be like totally into whoever you're dating. Like if you're having a good time, you guys could just hang out, whatever. And I honestly wasn't into this guy, but it was like we'll hang out, whatever, get over this other guy. So we're supposed to go on this date. He tells me he missed the train, which isn't a thing when you're taking the train. Like, you're not taking a train to another state. In 15 minutes, you can get on the fucking next one. So he tells me he's missing the train. He's going to get on to the next one. And then he hits me up and he's like, I just feel like I can't reciprocate the feelings you have for me. And I wasn't into this fool. So it was also an ego trip. Like, I'm like, you ugly piece of shit. Like, how fucking dare you? So I felt like a fucking idiot being all dressed up waiting for this guy and then him gaslighting me. And so I started, of course, texting out like a long ass. This is my normal. I'm like, I'm gonna roast him. I'm typing out a long ass fucking thing. And then I was like, no, that makes it seem like you care, like you want to, but really it's a disrespect for me.
For sure, yeah.
It's the disrespect for me.
She was on her phone like, you whack, you twisted, your girl's a hoe.
So I started typing it out and then I'm like, no. I'm like, nope, notes app. Boop. I'm like typing out this whole thing. And then I just was like, this is also fucking stupid. Like, I'm not going to send him a paragraph. So I was just like, cool. Wish you would have told me before I fucking put on all this makeup. Sent that off. And then later, months later, James is tattooing a girl that knows this guy. And she's like, oh yeah, he told me that he felt like he didn't really have anything to offer you, that you just seemed like you had like your shit together way too much. Does he think he still has it? Or like, do you think he still has a chance with you? And I'm like, no, like, fuck this dude, right? Like, if his ego's that big that he like decided to disrespect me, like for his own, like, oh, I feel weird.
Did he ask you out?
Yeah, dude, we had already been on like multiple dates.
Was he like, you met? Oh, you were. Okay.
Yeah, this was like a third date, maybe fourth. Like, it wasn't that serious. Like, we had dated a few times, but like very spaced out. Like, it wasn't that serious. Like, to the point where we just didn't have to meet again.
Yeah.
I remember you had this idea that you were going to set up, like, agree to it and set up the date. And then not show up and just text him moted.
Oh, yeah. I was on that. Thea, thank you so much for coming back for your year check-in.
Thanks. Was it a normal PAP or abnormal?
I don't know. It takes us a year to get the results. But
a year.
It's not looking good. Yeah.
I'm totally ripping this off of another podcast, but what's something you want to accomplish, or not even accomplish, what's something you want to do in the next year before we see you again?
I want to stay and remain in the happy, healthy relationship I'm in.
Are you in a relationship? So even if
I'm
not,
gonna feel like shit if in a year I'm like, okay, so
well, no, it doesn't have to be in the relationship. You could just be healthy and happy.
I already am,
Yeah.
but specifically in this relationship because it's very healing.
That's good.
That's great.
Thanks. Love you, boo.
We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
Go ahead and tell them how they can book with you, where they can find you, any events you have coming up.
My Instagram's Thea Tattoos. THEA Tattoos. T as in titties. H as in hose. E as in enormous titties.
Itties.
A as in asses. Tattoos.
A is an awesome titty.
T as in titties, H as in hitties, I as in itties, A as in 80s. Tattoos.
God, I wish there was a V in my name. Yeah, my Instagram and then
I
my
wish there was a B so you could say big biddies. Big old biddies. Whatever.
So that's where you could find
How do they
That's
book
where
with
you can
you?
find me. Thea Tattoos on Instagram, and then my link is in my bio for my website, and there's an appointment request form in there.
Any events coming up?
Travel dates, perhaps.
No, dude, I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to just be in my studio. I'm like, I think I talked about this last podcast too. In Wedding Crashers, the like emo brother that's just
Oh,
in
yeah.
the closet. That's me.
Yeah. She keeps drawing us naked. It's weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for us, we have the Tattoo Buds' first annual art show happening at the Love Song Bar in downtown Los Angeles. Not only is it an art show, it's a fucking karaoke night. And me and James are gonna karaoke
Yeah, we are.
for the first time in public, I think, each of us. Well,
What's
no,
your songs?
I'm
Oh, well, I
scared,
guess
dude.
if it's your first time,
I
yeah.
don't know. Well, I mean, I've karaoke'd like
At your house.
at homes,
In your
you
car,
know,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like at other people's houses and my own house. But I don't know, probably T-Pain. I'm a Painiac. I'm a T-Painiac
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
in a mansion.
In Wisconsin.
Yeah, I
So,
haven't selected a song yet. But I'm feeling something very pop.
Like
Yeah.
girly pop?
It's
Oh,
gonna
girl.
be
Oh, girl.
APT.
Maybe.
How do you guys feel about Chaperone?
I like Chaperone.
Dude, when
stand that.
when Pink Pony Club came out, dude, that was all that was playing in my car.
I don't
for
know why.
weeks.
That's what I pictured your karaoke song would be. When you
Oh
said
yeah,
girly
he's a pop girly.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Pink Pony Club. Do I know anything else? No. Do I think it's shitty that she won't weigh in on gay rights? I do think it's shitty, but who am I to say? Maybe she just doesn't have the capacity to do so. Whatever. But yes, please join us. That's going to be April 2nd, which is a Thursday, Love Song Bar, downtown LA. Even if you don't want to karaoke, even if you don't have an art piece to contribute, just come out for the hang. It's going to be so much fun. We are also going to do games like place the stencil around the tribal sun stencil around the belly button. And if you wanna
fun.
If you wanna volunteer to be the pony and we can use your belly button.
Yeah, because
Let us know.
nobody's seeing this. I tell you.
No. Maybe if it was in 8 months, you could see mine, but
8 months.
yeah,
Are you
so I
pregnant?
can- no, just so I can lose weight.
Dude, she said.
Okay. Wait a
Some
minute.
people can. I don't know. I had to think, but I'm on my period right now, so I'm not. So, that we're gonna do other games. We're gonna have raffles. We're gonna do all kinds of fun shit. So,
Possibly some tarot readings.
I
some
love
shit.
that.
Yeah.
Yay.
Some shit. We'll have
love
some
that for you
surprises
guys.
you.
I love that.
Yeah, because Thea didn't respond to our invite. So,
I thought that was a mass text. I was like, you guys don't even want me there.
anywho, what else do we got, bud?
We have
May 2nd through 3rd, Grand Canyon State Convention in Phoenix, Arizona. And then we're now allowed to announce that James and I will be tattooing at the Grand Californian Hotel at Disneyland.
Yay.
April 18th and 19th for Dapper Day. We're going to look better than this because we're going to be
yeah.
all dapper and shit. So book your appointments now because spots are going because it's a real serious. It's us and our bud, who you've met, Johnny Von Potna.
yes. And we will also be at the Northern Arizona Tattoo Convention 4th of July weekend. And I will be
2 weeks later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, 1 week later.
1 week, then the following week.
You're going to kill yourself.
Yeah. And I will be tattooing at
I hope.
Viva Las Vegas Rockabilly Weekend. That is April 9th through the 12th.
Oh. No, but the 1 week later is your Hawaii convention.
Again?
Yeah, dude.
And Thea might be there fucking kicking it.
Yeah. So at the end of every episode, if you remember from 1 year ago,
She remembers. Don't tell her what it
Okay.
is.
I don't.
you know what to do.
Look in the camera and say what
Thea.
you think our sign off is.
Thea, hit it.
Oh. Bro.
It's close.
And that's all she wrote.
Boom! She shoots us in the head. Thank you
that
for
works.
watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you at your next session.
Thank you for watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you at your next session. Bye. Love you.
Thanks for coming back, Thea.
Thanks for having
All
me.
right, dude, let's hear this fucking cover-up story before we stop recording.
She wants us to stop recording.
I know, it was a joke.
What cover-up story?
You were like, I'm going to tell you off camera.